right, man. Apparently, Erickson, Lubin, and Jeison Rosario agreed to fight. Let's talk about the fight. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. You gotta clean my nose. 'Tis the season where the season change. It's cold. It's hot in Michigan. Then it's a situation where you get cold, you get dry skin. But let's get to it, man. I'm pretty much shocked by this fight, but really not. Lubin was trying to fight Tony Harrison coming off a loss. And to me, and I like Erickson Lubin, don't get it twisted. And I did a video saying it was premature for him to take on. Jamel Charlo. For the most part, you might see a situation where, back in the day, younger fighters, like Bud was saying, younger fighters were winning titles. But the difference is they don't have the activity and repetition in fighting. Speeds up, accelerates the process of being able to take out title holders or champions, whichever you prefer. Which Erickson Lubin, when you look at his resume, man, we start off there. It ain't enough activity for a 25-year-old kid. 25, be 26 this year. He don't have enough activity since he lost to Jamel Charlo. And that was around going on 4 years ago in October. He's fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times since. Even with the pandemic, you take out 2020 and say it doesn't exist, say 3 years, 1, 2, 3, 4 fights. It's just not enough fights. He's 23, 24 fights in his career. Just don't have enough activity. When you talk about, this division, which it is very, very deep, you're talking about a situation where, you look at some of the guys, Lubin, Garcia, Harrison, Rosario, Williams, Hurd, Fandora, Vargas is still up there, Colclaw, Zoo, Adames, Conwell coming, Liam Smith still there. Just look at some of the guys, man, that you think about he can fight, man. It's mind-boggling. It's kind of to the situation is I just don't like him fighting somebody come off a loss. And I know it's been situations where guys have still had great performances coming off a loss, which, people say, well, who else would he fight, CJ? And that's a great question because Jamonte Clark just lost. Nobody want to see him and Goucher again. Goucher not even in the rankings. I don't even see his name. And I looked the other day, just, maybe Colclaw. I don't know pretty much how Colclaw's career is going. And I'm not saying it's a bad fight, but, you want to see him in a fight where he get credit. And he's moving in the right direction. First got to stop Ishai Smith, if my memory serves me correctly. But Colclaw, he don't have nothing lined up. He ain't fought since last, August. He coming off 3 straight wins since his loss to Derbychenko, and he lost, but he was competitive. Had a close fight with Demetrius Andrade. Lost to Lucky. So he's a guy that's battle tested. Fought at 60, I believe, and back at super welterweight, or fought as high as 60. You just want to see a situation where, even though people don't respect Colclaw a good fighter, don't you want to outdo Demetrius Andrade? And let a guy like Rosario, fight a Liam Smith next if he get past his next opponent. Really, it's just really, it's really like, it's really lying. But fight a guy like Jeff Horn, Carlos Ocampo, and then get back in the ring. But then people will say like, Carlos Ocampo ain't this, and Carlos, he should go right into the fight. And as long as people don't degrade what he done, that's my only thing. As long as they don't say, well, he was, he lost. He was coming off a loss. That's my issue. That's my issue. And I wonder why they didn't fight Colclaw. Maybe he got some stuff going on. But, interesting. Very, very interesting as far as the landscape. It's really not that many people. It's really not that many tune-ups, man. When you look in this division, there's really no tune-ups. But, but then again, you got to understand with Rosario, too, man. They don't want to pay him for a bum bash, and a lot of people. His fight was showcased on his fight was showcased on pay-per-view, and a lot of people don't know him. Even though he beat J-Rock, they didn't build on that momentum. They put the Charlo thing on pay-per-view. That's my problem. They put the Charlo thing on pay-per-view, and nobody got to see him build on the momentum from Fox. And that's just my issues right there, man. But just talking about the fight, it's actually the best fight they got coming up. It's better than Ugas and Spence. Let's see. And I really don't usually do videos at the live streams, but we did basketball today, so this should be all right. We got Heron and Frampton next. I mean, they don't have too much lined up. Tony Harrison coming back. Drew Nakastis, Sergey Lipias, April 10th. That should be good. Charles Conwell fighting on NBCSports.net. Joe Smith Jr. and Maximum Fazov. So April 10th, once again, we got weekends like this, right? I know Joe Smith Jr. had some issues with COVID and the whole situation, but why we can't get a fight like Sergey Lipias this weekend, but venues and stuff. I mean, Regis Progress fighting on Triller, Demetrius Andrade fighting Liam Williams, Tony Harrison fighting that same weekend. So April 17th, you got Andrade versus Liam Williams, the whole Ben Askren and Jake Paul thing, Frank Muir, Antonio Tarver, Regis Progress, Ivory Red Cash. I just went through Lemieux coming back that same day. Nobody on no network. So it's just in a situation where Sergio Garcia fighting Dream Middleweight on the Zone in Spain. To be honest, had a Hardy coming back on Fight Pass April 23rd. Hamaguchi and Saluki. The main innovator Christopher Diaz. That's on the Zone. I wonder why that's on the Zone and not ESPN. Maybe that might be a typo. Man. Derek Chisora, Joseph Parker, ill. May 1st. Dan Ruiz and Ariola May 1st. Canelo Billy Joe Saunders May 8th. Josh Taylor Ramirez May 22nd. Mike Plainly are supposed to be fighting. It just, you look at PBC, they got all these fights, but to me, you got to know you are coming back June 9th. We know Spence going to be fighting in July. We know Crawford will be fighting June, May, July. We know Ryan Garcia fighting in July. Oscar De La Hoya coming back in July. I think, so we got some Devin Haney coming up. But really, to me, out of all the fights that we know done, other than Josh Taylor Ramirez, this is my favorite one. You got Rosario, who got bone crushing power. I ain't never squared West. I ain't never squared. He got bone crushing power. You got Erickson Lubin, who got boxing skills, that stay in the gym, that stay in shape. And, the way Rosario got knocked out, he fell asleep in the round before he got knocked out. I mean, it's going to be interesting because Lubin, that dude can punch. He hurt Charlo a couple times. He was way more competitive than Lubin was. Whereas Charlo, but the thing about Jamel, too, the thing about that fight, Rosario had experience, bro. He fought Jamonte Clark. It's better than anybody Lubin fought in his resume to this day, damn near. He fought J-Rock. I mean, like the division interest. And Tony Harrison called out Julian Williams on Brian Custer's Last Stand podcast. And then I don't think the full episode up, man, but it's a good fight. It's probably second best fight between. It's a couple other. Joe Smith Jr. That's a good fight, but this is the second best fight. And you got a situation where kid can punch Rosario. You got a situation with Lubin when a lot of people thought he was timid versus Terrell Boucher and talking about he didn't want to get hit. So really for Lubin, I think really, especially after Jamel did, it's all about the body. Hit and don't get hit. And Rosario carried power from round to round. Real talk. And like I said before, I think a lot of people are gonna write Lubin off because he got knocked out. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard to see who the favorite, but I think Lubin go to the next level. Dude coming off a knockout. I think Kevin Cunningham got a lot of experience. I think they might knock him out. To be honest, I think Lubin is becoming more than his power. And if he get past this for taking this fight, he should. World Championship should be up next. If Charlo drop a belt or whatever, Charlo said he don't want to fight nobody that he already knocked out. You want to be 154 pounder for life. You don't want to fight Jair Hurd. You don't want to fight, then really the next fight you're looking at, if you don't want to fight nobody and not Jair Hurd, Julian Williams, Fondora, this is one thing about 154 pounds. It's not a weight class that you make a career out of. You will never, he get all the money, whatever he get now, he'll never get the exposure that he deserves at 54. That's why 47 and 60 is so important. 54 is not a real boxing weight class, it's a catch weight. So for Jamel to actually get the cachet in his career, if he just care about the money, that's cool. For him to get the cachet, it's gonna be all about a 47 pounder coming up and him going to 60. But good fight. I think I favor Lubin in that one. But Rosario got out of this world power. Let me know how you feel about it. A little pre-fight fight picks. I'm not gonna hold you to it, but don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All our social media links, description. Faster way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook group link there as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Peace.